Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Learn Spanish with Khushbu. As you can see, today's topic is Vocabulario de ropa, which means clothing vocabulary in Spanish. In this video, we will be covering different kinds of clothing vocabulary as well as a short exercise for all of you to do. Meanwhile, you can get a notebook to take all your notes so that you do not forget the vocabulary. Before we begin, please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications about all the videos which I'm making, and you can get tricks and tips for different kinds of grammar topics. Now, first vocabulary, as you can see, is camisa, which means shirt. Now, a sentence with camisa can be Yo tengo una camisa. I have a shirt. Because camisa is ending in an A, we have done una instead of un. And we all know that una means a. And yo tengo means I have. So if you have not watched my other videos, you can write down right now, yo tengo means I have. Anyway, camiseta means t-shirt. Yo tengo una camiseta amarilla. I have a yellow t-shirt. If you watched my video on colors, then you know what amarilla means. And if you've also watched my video, then you also know why it is amarilla, because camiseta is ending in an A. Therefore, it is amarilla. So it's very simple. We use una if it's a feminine noun. In this case, camiseta is a feminine noun, so we use una. Next, falda, skirt. Ella lleva una falda amarilla. She wears, or she is wearing, a yellow skirt. Falda is a feminine noun, therefore we use una, which means a. Amarilla we write because falda is a feminine noun. We do not write amarillo. So make sure you're taking all your notes. We will learn in a while what is llevar. Llevar is coming from the verb llevar. Anyway, pantalones means trousers. Hay pantalones grises. There are gray trousers. Okay, hay means there is, there are. Again, in a minute, we will learn what is hay. And pantalones means pants. And actually, the color here is gris, which means gray. But we are writing grises because in Spanish, as you know, the colors also change their gender as per the noun. So in this case, since pantalones is plural, gris, the color which means gray, also becomes plural. In this case, in order to make it plural, we add an es. So I, make sure you learn that. It means there is and there are. Then we have una corbata, which means tie. Hay tres corbatas. There are 3 ties. Now, if you just remember from the last part, hay means there is, there are. Tres, well, I haven't said in this slide, but tres means 3. So, hay tres corbatas. Okay, so make sure you're writing. Again, corbata is a feminine noun, a, so that's why we write una with it and not on. Very important. Next one, un suéter, sweater. Es un suéter bonito. It is a beautiful sweater. Okay, so again, suéter is a masculine noun, therefore we write bonito, making it a masculine noun, and we write un because of suéter. Now you have to remember here that suéter is a masculine noun. You know, it's not ending in an O or an A, but you just have to remember it. Our next noun is un abrigo, which means an overcoat. Es un abrigo marrón. It is a brown overcoat. Okay, so marron is a new color, marron, which means brown. So it doesn't become marona or maron, it is just maron. So maron will be a masculine noun, and its feminine form will also be maron. You have to remember that. So it will be, since abrigo is a masculine noun, then maron will be maron. Okay, so S means it is here. So it is a brown overcoat. Now our next one is los calcetines, which means socks. La chica lleva calcetines de rayas. De rayas means striped. Okay, so the girl wears, or the girl is wearing, striped socks. Okay, calcetines means socks. Now our next picture is on jeans. Okay, los vaqueros means jeans in Spanish. So hay vaqueros azules. There are blue jeans. Okay, we learned that hay means there are. Vaqueros means azules. So azul means blue, but since vaqueros is a plural noun and masculine noun, therefore in order to make plural to azul, we will add an es. Actually, you need to remember that whenever a color in Spanish is ending in consonant, then in order to make it plural, you have to write an es. So in this case, azul is ending in a consonant, in this case L. So in order to make it plural, we write an es. Similarly, if you remember from maron, maron is ending in an N. And if we want to make it plural, we will write an es. So this thing you have to remember. And if the word is ending in a vowel like O or A, in order to make that plural, we will add an S. So these are very important for you to remember. Now our next picture is on la chaqueta or el chaleco or la cazadora. All these three mean jacket. So the sentence will this be: La mujer lleva una chaqueta turquesa. Okay, chaqueta is a feminine noun. Okay, the woman wears or is wearing a turquoise jacket. Now this one is vestido de noche, which means evening gown. Es un vestido de noche morado. It is a purple evening gown. So vestido, okay, again it's a masculine noun, therefore morado will remain morado. It will not change into morada. And es un, it is a. Now most of you must be wondering that what exactly is verb llevar? Verb llevar means to wear. So you might want to write this down quickly in your notebook. And you can pause the video as well to copy this. Now, first let's see the conjugation of verb llevar. You might want to sit back for a moment and check what this is, and then you can pause the video and copy the notes. So first, if you watched my regular verbs in the present tense video, then you probably know how to conjugate verb llevar. But let's just say if you have not, then you might be thinking that how do we conjugate this? In other words, what is verb llevar and how do we make sentences with it? So first of all, whenever you need to conjugate the AR ending verbs like llevar, you have to write down the endings. Okay, you have to cut the AR though, and then you have to write these endings. So our first ending is of O, then AS, A, AMOS, AIS, and then AN. Okay, very important. And these are the subject pronouns. Okay, so O we write with yo, which is I. As we write with tú, which is you. A we write with él, ella, usted. He, she, you, formal. Amos we write with nosotros. Ais we write with vosotros. And then finally, an we write with ellos, ellas, ustedes. Very important. Okay, so you have to do this. Llevar, you have to cut the AR, Very, very important. And then, some people have the tendency of writing llevaro. So what they will do is they will take the verb llevar and they will simply write o. Yo llevaro, for example. But that you have to remember is wrong. You cannot do that. You have to cut the AR and then you have to write these AR endings which I have given you as per the subject pronouns written in red here. Now you can pause the video and copy all this so that you can make sentences later in the video. Okay, so now let's see the conjugation of verb llevar. As per the endings which we just learned, the AR endings. So the first conjugation that means for yo, which is I, will be yo llevo. As you can see, the ending is written in blue, right? Yo llevo will mean I wear. Tú llevas would mean you wear, informal. Ella, usted lleva will be he wears, she wears, you wear, formal. Okay, we are just going by the endings which we just learned earlier of the AR verbs. Then the next one will be nosotros llevamos, which means we are. Again, for nosotros, we learned that this is the AMOS ending. That's why we do nosotros llevamos, which means we wear. Then it is vosotros lleváis, which is you all wear. And then finally, ellos, ellas, ustedes llevan, which means they wear female, and you all wear formal. So make sure you write all this. You can pause the video and then you can write your notes and then you can play the button. Now we're going to have a short exercise over here. So basically it's like more of kind of like a picture description exercise. You will be shown a picture with a person wearing something and you have to just write down what that person is wearing and maybe give the color as well. So for example, the first question is ¿Qué lleva la mujer? Now, ¿qué means what? And lleva, as you know, what verb do you think it comes from? Obviously, it is verb llevar. What does llevar mean? To wear. Now, one thing we have to notice here is that lleva is which form? It is the third person form, which means ella form, right? It is not llevo, which is I wear. It is not llevas, which is you wear. You can find that out if you look at your notes, right? Now, it is lleva, which means he wears, she wears. So it is saying what is the woman wearing, or what does the woman wear? Mujer means woman, right? So just make sure you write down the answer. You can pause the video and write down your answer. And then you can play the video and then you can see the answer again. So the answer is La mujer lleva una camiseta negra. The woman wears or is wearing a black t-shirt. So la mujer lleva means the woman wears. Una camiseta means a t-shirt. Negra is black. As you know from my other video, color always comes after the noun in Spanish. Therefore, over here, negra is coming after camiseta. You cannot say negra camiseta. It will be wrong. So if you watch my other video, the color will always match the noun. In this case, since camiseta is a singular feminine noun, therefore negra is also singular and feminine. Okay, make sure you write all this information down. You can pause the video and write down the answer. Now the next question, ¿Qué lleva la mujer? Okay, what is the translation? What is the woman wearing? Okay, so write down the answer, pause the video. Now the answer is La mujer lleva una camisa blanca. The woman wears or is wearing a white shirt. Here also the color is white, and since camisa is feminine and a singular noun, therefore blanco will become blanca. For example, you cannot say camisa blanco. It will be wrong. So we will say camisa blanca. Right, and if you watched my other video on colors, you will see there that blanco, blanca is white. Okay, so make sure you're writing all this. Make sure you're writing the question as well as the answer. You can pause the video and write your notes and your answers. Now the next question. ¿Qué lleva la mujer? La mujer lleva vaqueros. The woman wears or is wearing jeans. Okay, here I've not given color, but the answer would be vaqueros. Now the next question. ¿Qué lleva el niño? Okay, niño, what does it mean? It means a male child, a kid. Okay, so make sure you write the answer down. Take some time, pause the video. So the answer is El niño lleva los calcetines de rayas. Okay, this means the kid wears or is wearing striped socks. Right? We learned earlier that de rayas means striped, and we also learned that calcetines means socks. So the kid wears striped socks. Okay, make sure you write all this down. It's a good revision exercise for all of you. ¿Qué llevan ellos? Now you will notice that here it is not lleva, but it is actually llevan. Why is that? That is because there are more than one person here, right? There are two people. And llevan, you know from just earlier that when does llevan come? It comes when we are talking about they. Ellos, ellas llevan, right? In that case, we will use llevan, not lleva, because lleva is just for he or she or you formal. So, ¿qué llevan ellos? What are they wearing or what do they wear? So the answer is ellos llevan abrigos. They wear or they are wearing overcoats. Okay, make sure you copy everything. And make sure you're copying the notes. Next question, ¿qué lleva él? What is he wearing? Okay, again, now we're writing lleva because it's just one boy. And you know that with el, elia, we use lleva. El means he, elia means she. Since this is a he, we will use lleva with him. El with an accent on the e means he. And what does el without an accent mean? It means the. Okay, that's very important for you to know. Please write down the answer. Pause the video. Now the correct answer is él lleva una chaqueta. He wears a jacket. Now some of you might be thinking that, hey, he's wearing a t-shirt underneath as well. So you can write él lleva una chaqueta y una camiseta. So he is wearing a jacket and a t-shirt. You can do that. Now let's go on to the next question. You might be thinking, what is orange? Well, I'm going to be making a separate video on the other colors like orange or violet, brown and all that. ¿Qué llevan ellas? Okay, what are they wearing? Now here, again, it's llevan because it's more than one girl. There are 3 girls there. Okay, and so you know that we use the an ending for ar verbs with ar ending verbs. So llevan, who remembers? Which subject pronoun is it used? It is used with ellos, ellas, right? Ellos is masculine they, ellas is feminine they, right? And here it's they because it's 3 girls. So what are they wearing? The correct answer would be they are wearing white jackets, right? Ellas llevan chaquetas blancas. Chaquetas feminine plural, so blanco also will become blancas, feminine plural. Now, you must be thinking that in this exercise we have used some, different verbs as well. Apart from llevar, we have used different verbs. What are these verbs? It's these verbs. I means there is, there are. I will be making a separate video on that, but it's fine. I mean, even if you watch a video, just from the middle, it's fine because this is what our channel is all about, that even if you watch everything from the middle, you can just understand anything. You won't feel lost. So even though, I will be putting a video on I, which means there is, there are, you will not feel lost because you're just learning from the middle, because I've explained each and everything from scratch as well. Okay, so I means there is, there are in Spanish. So in Spanish, we just have just one word for two expressions, there is, there are. For example, hay una camiseta. What does hay una camiseta means? There is a t-shirt, see? Now you can make short sentences. You can say hay unos vaqueros. There are some jeans, right? Unos means some. Now we've also used here es, which means it is. Now es means two things. It is es. It is as well as is. So it's two things you have to know about it. Now let's look at a sentence here. Hay un vestido. If you look at the blue circle, the navy blue circle on top, on the right hand corner, the first sentence says, hay un vestido bonito. So hay means there is, un means a, vestido means dress, bonito means beautiful. If you don't know beautiful right now, you write it down. Although I will be uploading a video on adjectives. So, but as I said, I will not make you feel like you're out of place or anything. So even if you pick any video from the middle, it's fine. So there is a beautiful dress. Okay. Next sentence. Hay unas camisas rosadas. There are some pink shirts. Rosados, rosadas is pink. Okay, the real word is rosado, which becomes rosados or rosadas, depending on the gender and number of the noun. Again, if you watched my colors video, you will remember. If you have not, you can go ahead and watch it. Now let's make a sentence with es. Es, it is a vestido bonito. Dress, beautiful, beautiful dress. So it is a beautiful dress. Es una chaqueta hermosa. It is a beautiful jacket. Hermosa is another word for bonito, beautiful. And it is hermoso, but since chaqueta is a feminine noun, as you can see, it's ending in an A. Therefore, hermoso will also become hermosa. Very important. Okay, so you can pause the video and you can write all this down. It will be very, very helpful for you. Okay, so here I've put, in green that I sentences is the one in the blue circle, navy blue circle, and the S sentences is in the light blue rectangle. So very, very important you take care of that, you remember all this. And once you have everything ready, it's fine. You just save my video somewhere and you just keep learning it. Anyway, so if you are still confused about Spanish colors and if you don't remember them, or even if you just want to do a little recapitulation, then don't forget to check out our video on learning Spanish colors. You can easily learn some tips and tricks to easily learn the Spanish colors. So this is the link for our next video on colors. Okay, do click on that, do have a look, and this is a brief picture what it looks like. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe the video. Okay, and hope you enjoyed. So I'll see you in the next time, and tomorrow I'll be uploading another video. Okay, bye bye.